It is time to revisit our previous discussion on if Tucker Carlson is anti-Semitic or is he a deep Jew hater. Recent events coming from him concerning who is and who isn't a Jew and his questioning of whether Jews living today are real Jews is quite troubling. It is time to reevaluate our previous conclusions. Carlson has recently challenged and questioned the authenticity of contemporary Jewish identity. He has suggested that current Jews may not be real Jews, which echoes classic exclusionary rhetoric and is deeply troubling. He has cast doubt on who truly qualifies as a Jew, treading into theological gatekeeping, which historically has been a hallmark of anti-Semitic discourse. While I covered some of these allegations against Carlson in my first video, see the link in the description below, further research into Carlson's past and current comments gives us a good summary of historically anti-Semitic behavior. In 2023, Carlson described Jewish President Volodymyr Zelensky as rat-like, with tropes about Christian persecution and financial manipulation, a comment widely condemned as anti-Semitic. In Sept 2024, Carlson interviewed Darryl Cooper, who espoused Holocaust revisionist claims, calling millions who died accidents of war. While shedding light on this fake ideology, Carlson provided zero challenge or correction, prompting all 24 Democratic Jewish members of the House to issue a joint condemnation, something a bit rare after Senator Chuck Schumer's recent anti-Israel comments on the Senate floor. Carlson has defended the Great Replacement theory, which is a white supremacist conspiracy that overlaps with anti-Semitic elite tropes. The Anti-Defamation League called on Fox to fire him over this rhetoric back when he worked for that cable news network. Lately, he has been using his online outlet platforming anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Carlson has hosted figures who claim Israel controls U.S. foreign policy and that Jeffrey Epstein was working for Israeli intelligence. Notably, without any reliable or supporting intel, he enabled these narratives without pushback. And one thing Tucker Carlson used to be famous for was his ability to push back. Not so here. So this goes back to my original question in my first video on this topic. Does this make him an anti-Semite or a deep Jew hater? My first video addressing this ended with me saying I wasn't yet convinced of this, but after taking a much deeper dive into his remarks, interviews, most recent comments, and those he is surrounding himself with, I have to say, the short answer, yes, because he behaves like one. Even if he doesn't overtly self-identify as anti-Semitic, his actions consistently enable anti-Semitism. Whether he believes it or not is secondary. What matters is that he routinely promotes anti-Semitic tropes, platforms fringe hate figures, and amplifies dangerous theories. In reassessing his claims about Jewish identity, his most recent comments about real Jews are especially resonant when seen through the lens of his past patterns. Historically, questioning who is a true Jew has been part of supremacist ideology. Combined with his past transgressions, this signals not just ignorance or curiosity, but potentially deliberate exclusionary framing intended to erode Jewish legitimacy. In my final assessment, Carlson uses Jewish identity as a wedge. He channels classic anti-Semitic tropes, dual loyalty, secretive elites, questioning Jewish American identity. He elevates Holocaust revisionism without critique. And finally, he spreads ideology that has directly influenced violence, for example, via the Great Replacement theory. He didn't create it. This has been around since the early days of Roman Catholicism, but he now uses his online platform to promote it to his vast audience. This isn't just abstract bigotry, it's active, ongoing behavior that reinforces hostility toward Jews and Jewish identity. Do you agree or disagree with my assessment of this dark, anti-Semitic, Jew hatred road Carlson and other online influencers like Candace Owens are traveling? Leave your comments below. Also, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with others. All my videos and writings can be found on Rumble, YouTube, Locals, Substack, and Blogger. Until next time, this is Shmuel ben Shlomi wishing you shalom.